Well, hello, integrated science students, and welcome to our final week together, just a few days. So I'm going to be doing recordings today and tomorrow and Wednesday, and then that'll be the last of my daily greetings. Now, some of you may still have some work to finish up, but I'll make it real clear before I sign off on Wednesday just what the expectation is. So before I show you what we're going to be doing today, and actually what I have for today is really all 3 days kind of combined, but I'll show you. I thought I'd show you the latest on the sugar solution. So I was trying to make rock candy, and I think there's rock candy in there. However, I'm not sure how I'm going to get it out, because I know you can't tell there, but this is basically all crusted over. It's turned into like this big rock of candy on top. So if I can chip this away to get the stick out, I'm pretty sure I might have some rock candy in there. I also have sugar all on the inside. Remember how I talked about with supersaturated solutions? They look for any place to grab a hold to, and then those crystals start coming out of solution at that spot, and they'll just keep building on each other and building on each other. Well, in a perfect world, it all would have happened right on the stick, and I would have gotten all the sugar on the stick. Well, in an imperfect world, I had little maybe impurities or something on the inside of the glass, or scratches, or I probably left some sugar crystals in there that I thought had been dissolved, but they weren't. And so it's collected on the bottom, it's collected on the top. I was able to, when you saw me there a second ago, I was poking on this. There's actually little holes in it now. So it looks like I'm going to be able to maybe get that out. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. But let me show you what we're up to for today. I'm going to pull up some slides here. So I have created, and I'm going to share with you on Classroom, a Google slide presentation. And in that slide presentation, every student in both of my integrated science classes has a particular page. I'm going to show you on my page, like mine will be the first page, and I kind of want to show you what I want you to do. So each of your pages will look like this. Now I'm going to actually blow this up a little bit so you can see it. Oh, that's not big enough. Hang on just a minute. Let me adjust here. Okay, so I think this works better. So there are 6 boxes, and you'll have your name right in the middle. Okay, I'm also going to put a title page on this. So page 1 will be a link to everyone's page. Actually, page 1 and 2. I think page 1 will be for my first period, and page 2 will be for my 7-8 period. But if you want to get to your page quickly, you can just click on your link, or you can just scroll down because they're going to be alphabetical by class period. So all my first period students alphabetically, and then all my 7-8 period students alphabetically. So you are going to be filling in 5 parts of this yourself, but then you're going to wait and do the 6th part on Wednesday for other people. Let me show you what I mean. So the first 5 boxes here are going to be your thoughts about different things during the year. So your favorite thing about being in this class, what you're looking forward to during spring break, the best thing about your at-home learning. I mean, if you can pick something good. I know most of you would rather have been at school, but did you try to make the most of something, okay? Like maybe you got to sleep in, or maybe you got to stay in your pajamas all day, or maybe you got to work at 9 o'clock at night rather than 9 in the morning, or something like that. What was your favorite lesson that we did during at-home learning? So we did a whole unit on nuclear and a whole unit on solutions. Which of those did you think was the most interesting, or was your favorite? And I know none of them were like spectacular because there were no labs and things like that, but if you could pick one, I'd be really curious as your teacher to know what that was. And then a lot of you know Leah, my daughter, so she suggested this one. Can you find your favorite meme that relates to the quarantine or the virus or the schooling at home or something like that? Okay, so if you can get a copy of it and paste it in that box, I know it's kind of small, but that's where that would go. And please make sure it's school appropriate. I don't look at memes very much, but I'm sure there's all kinds of things out there that would not be appropriate for a school lesson like this. Okay, so those 5 boxes are what you're going to do today, and I'm going to give you tomorrow as well. Okay, so if you want to think about it. So you got today and tomorrow to do that, and then on Wednesday, I'm going to open it up for you to write on other students' slides. But as you know, Google Slides, just like Google Docs, has a history, so I can see who put everything in every box. I want this to be done right, and I want it to be done with kindness and not mean. I want you to say good things about other students who you might know. So if there was somebody that sat by you in class that you got to know, and you want to make a nice comment about them, maybe it's just somebody you don't know all that well, but you were impressed with the way they worked, or maybe they loaned you a pencil sometime, or they were a lab partner and they were good to work with, or maybe you just had some kind of fond memory with somebody. And it could actually be in either one of my classes. I'm okay if you want to cross over to the other science class that I have and just make a nice comment, because it's always good for us to hear good things from other people. It's a little positivity, lifts our spirits a bit when we might be a little bit down and anxious about stuff. So that's going to be Wednesday, though. So just leave that 6th box here down in the right lower corner. Leave that blank until everybody's had a chance to fill in their other parts, okay? So, all right, so this is one big document. You don't each have your own version of this. It's one version, and you each have your own page. So please don't mess with other people's pages. That's really important. I've never shared anything like this before where the whole thing is open. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I trust that you can do it well. Okay, so you're only messing with your page today, and I'll give you further instructions on Wednesday what we're going to do with other people's pages. Okay. All right, so I think that's going to be it. I'm going to turn you loose. If you have any questions, you can always pop on, leave a comment on Classroom, or send me an email and say I'm not sure. If you need to go back and do some old work that was supposed to have been done, that's great. I would concentrate on the assignments for the solutions unit, not the nuclear energy unit. I'm not as worried about nuclear as I am about the solutions unit. I noticed a couple of you over the weekend got some things done, which I thought was crazy because some of them were being done at like 12:30 in the morning, like late at night. I don't know how y'all do that, but I'm just happy that it was done. So good job for you that did that. And okay, I think that's going to be it. So I'll turn you loose.